It's Channel 93.3, Steve Burrell here backstage at Not So Silent Night once again. And what I love about these events sometimes is getting able to talk to someone like EllaRed, who's with me right now, who I am curious, this time last year, what were you up to?
This time last year, I was doing open mics in coffee shops to pretty much no one. I had just started writing with Justin, and we had just started working on one of my most recent songs, Here We Are, and that was the first song we did together, and we had just started writing that one about this time last year, so nothing this big now, but...
What a fun ride, right? I always think about that with artists, from like
really
year
crazy.
to year, how quick it can change for
Yeah.
you, and it's moving that way for you. Like, we're glad to be kind of early adopters with
yeah,
with your
I
song.
appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all have been awesome.
Well, we recognize it's a good song, and right away when we listened to
Thank
it,
you.
and we knew Justin too. He sent us some other stuff along the way, and we really like when they pop, as your song really has for us and for our audience, and we get questions across the country about, is it real? Like, what are you getting back? And they're like, absolutely, there's 100% real. So we're glad to be part of it and glad to have you out here for Not So Silent Night.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Of course. Now, another part of getting to interview someone that I don't know a whole lot about right now is I don't have all the questions. And so I was asking you earlier, like, what can I ask you? And I don't have anything right now except for... what can I ask you? I know you got some songs coming out because on Instagram you're very active there, kind of showing us what you're up to.
I try to be, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you try to be? Is it an effort for you?
So social media has always been something that I've never been very good at, and then becoming an artist, and especially with releasing "Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is" however many months ago, I had to start being a lot more involved in social media and get you'll see all the other smaller artists like me are constantly making content because we have to be, and it's kind of sad now, like that's what we have to do, and it's exhausting because you're a content creator, an artist, you're a million different things at once. But it's not my favorite thing, but I love being able to interact with the people that are also on the platform. And I had so many people coming to this show that have commented on those posts and been like, I'm coming to your show, I can't wait to see you. And so I'll get to see those posts because I'm on social media and I'm posting all these things, so they get to interact with me and I get to interact with them all the same.
Sure. And so therefore you just worked it out in your own head that it's a lot of work and you got to make yourself do it, but it's kind of worth it in the end.
It, yeah.
I guess that's a pep talk for me, except terrible. I cannot. I'm on your boat, man. It's like effort
it's
to try to do something.
It's hard. It's work.
And I did know through that as well. EllaRed became Ella Blonde at some point in the last. That's a bold move for someone who has that red in their name.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were like, so are you going to change your name? But I was EllaRed before I had red hair. I was EllaRed whenever, because whenever I was about to release Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is, that's whenever I dyed it red, but I had already had these other songs out where I was blonde and I was already EllaRed still. But yeah, the red people are like, where is your name EllaRed because of your hair color? And I was like, I've only been redheaded for like a few months and then it went back to blonde. But
yeah, and you've been out here for a few days getting acclimated to the altitude, which for us is just we're only here. It's not up there.
Yeah,
I think,
it's
but
a part of it.
A little different for you.
Mm-hmm. So I've gotten a lot of advice. I've had people say chlorophyll water. Be running mountain tops before you get there, running on the treadmill, doing your set list on the treadmill. Whenever you get there a week ahead of time. And it hasn't been we had a rehearsal last night and it wasn't a huge issue. I was definitely can definitely feel the difference up here because Dallas is 300, 400 feet in elevation, and this is what, 7,000?
5,280, exactly 1 mile.
5,280. Wow. Oh, that's why it's called the Mile High City.
That's it. Look,
that's
we're
why.
all learning stuff together here tonight with EllaRed, whose first performance here in Colorado tonight. Glad to be here for it. Glad you're here for Not So Silent Night tonight. Hey, thanks for being out here tonight. Congratulations on everything so far.
I appreciate it.
And good luck with everything in the future, too.
Thank you.
EllaRed, everyone, here at Not So Silent Night.